second. Collier Hill's in, they're set and they're racing in the Vase. Marahel was a bit tardy out of the gates. He's taken back to last together with Song of Wind, and Admire Main jumped pretty quickly. So is Shatin and Collier Hill on the outside. Scorpion out nicely into fourth, followed then by Castoria on the fence. Further back to Shamdala from Egerton, Marahel and Song of Wind is taken back to a clear last. The Japanese colt leading initially Admire Main, and Shatin's under restraint here by Nikolic. Doesn't want to apply too much pressure in the early part. Scorpion drops into third, trailing the leader, and Collier Hill fourth. Pace fairly genuine in the early part. They've got 3 lengths clear from Castoria on the inside of Egerton, then Shamdala on the rails from Marahel, and 4 lengths off to Song of Wind is at the tail of the field as the Vase field works past the trainer stand, and Admire Main in a clear-cut leading position. By a length and a half to Scorpion, Shatin a bit keen on the outside as he can be. A length further back to Collier Hill, 3 lengths to Egerton on the outside of Castoria, 2 further back to Marahel, then Shamdala, and Song of Wind is at the tail of the field. Admire Main with an uncontested lead. Cathay looks pretty comfortable in the lead here on Admire Main, leading by a length and a half to Shatin. Scorpion enjoying the run of the race. A length and a half to Collier Hill is being shaken up by McEwen to keep his mind on the job at the 1200 metres. Further back to Castoria on the inside of Egerton, 2 further back to Marahel, and the last 2 Shamdala and Song of Wind. They've got 1,000 metres to run. It's Admire Main with a steady lead. He's certainly going a lot softer in the lead than he did in the Japanese St Ledger where he ran the third. Admire Main by 3/4 to Shatin. In third position, Scorpion given every chance. A length still to Collier Hill is being urged along, but he keeps batting on. A length further back to Castoria on the inside of Egerton. Shamdala's improving her position on the inside of Marahel, and Song of Wind is starting to take off from the tail of the field. 600 metres out, it's Admire Main being cuddled in the lead by Cathay. Scorpion's looking to push off the fence from Shatin. Collier Hill continues to bat on as they make the bend. Song of Wind is moving up. He's applying pressure to the inside runners being Egerton. Shamdala, Castoria's dropped out, and Marahel to the outside. Collier Hill's been under the bat from a long way, but he's dashed clear inside the 250. Song of Wind goes to second. Marahel staying on. Egerton the fence. Both Castoria and Shamdala making late ground, but it's Collier Hill clear. Getting into second is Shamdala on the inside. Rattling now Castoria. Collier Hill, he's walking. He's just got in though. Collier Hill has just prevailed from Castoria. Shamdala third, then Song of Wind. Further back to Marahel from Egerton. Scorpion had his chance. Admire Main's knocked up, and Shatin's finished at the tail of the field. McEwen was at Collier Hill the entire race. You can see he's had enough, Collier Hill. The head's going up, he's laying out. Castoria's coming with a late run. Boy, she's given them a big start to Castoria getting shuffled well back. Collier Hill, he's staggering to the line, but he's just won the Vase for mine. Collier Hill inches in front of Castoria, and Shamdala on the rails. Stand by for the result of the photo. The globe-trotting Collier Hill, prepared by Alan Swinbank. What a performance by Dean McEwen in the saddle. He did not give up on the 8-year-old at any stage. Somewhat reminiscent of his performance in Canada, when it seemed as though they had got to him at the 100 metres, but he just kept fighting and was able to win by a nose in Canada. It'll be a similar margin here. Number 2, Collier Hill the winner. Number 7, Castoria second, and 8, Shamdala third. 2, 7 and 8. Number 9, Song of...
very much under pressure, Darren.
Yes, he was at him basically the entire trip, Collier Hill. Obviously a lazy type that needed to be cajoled all of the way, but you can see it was a very exhausted Dean McEwen going to the presentation. That's him on the far right-hand side of the screen now, dropping in to get some cover in the early part. Song of Wind taken right back to last. When we get down to the vital piece of footage entering the home straight at the final time, we have to look closely at Castoria, and Shamdala not getting a great deal of luck either, but it's the race favourite Admire Main. The Japanese brought plenty of money with them today, backed him into 11 to 8 favourite, and he was a clear-cut leader. Connection to Scorpion would have had to been very happy with the position they were able to gain at that early part. Now as they turn into the straight, Scorpion's got his chance. Castoria though was shuffled back into a clear second last position, and now Mick Cannan's got to get Castoria to the outside, and Christoph Sumion on Shandala's getting runs in the red cap back near the inside. At the moment Collier Hill is going pretty much in a fairly straight line. Castoria in the white face pushing to the outside. Shamdala back up on the inside with a nose roll. Collier Hill laying out over the concluding stages, but McEwen was able to get it up. But